Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hey there.
Hi. Welcome to MyMath Meets. We had about 15 students register, so we're missing quite a few, but that's okay. I'm going to record the session and we'll send it out to everyone after as well. So let me just give you a really quick rundown of what MyMath Meets is all about, and then I'm going to hand it over. So we have Margaret here from our university library. She's going to go through the library with you, the library site, give you some tips and tricks, and please feel free to ask her any questions that you might have about the library. This is a very informal conversation, so don't hold anything back. If you have a question, we know other students probably have the same question. So this will probably be about anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes, depending on how many questions you all have. So once Margaret is done, we can stick around and answer any questions that you have outside of the library. So if you have any questions for me just regarding the program or anything like that, you can stick around and I'll be here. Okay, so I'm going to hand it over to Margaret. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi everyone, my name is Margaret Fuentes and I am your UMass Global Librarian. So today I'll be going over using library resources and I'll do a sample search for you. Actually I need to be able to screen share. It says it's disabled. Oh, you're muted.
That should be all fixed for you. Thanks.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so this is our library homepage. To get to this homepage, at first you would need to go to My UMass Global, and on the top left corner you'll see the quick links. Click on library and it will take you to this page. I do suggest bookmarking this page so that you don't have to sign into My UMass Global every time. You can just go directly to our library homepage. At times, you might end up on a different page which looks very similar. This was our old page that we used to use. It has the picture of the library. If you do end up on this page, go to the right side under Top Resources and click on University of Massachusetts Global. It'll get you back to the right page and just make sure there is a logo that says UMass Global on it at the top so that to make sure that you're on the right page. I'll just give an overview first of the library homepage. So at the top, this is our discovery search engine. This searches multiple databases at once. So this is where we will usually recommend that you start your research because you'll get the most amount of articles this way. And I'll show you a search in here in a little bit. Next is the journal A to Z list. So if you would like to know if we subscribe to a particular journal or newspaper, then you would check in here. So you can go to advanced search. So I'll just type in, let's say you're looking for a business journal. And I've seen that there is Harvard Business Review. So I'll go ahead and click on this one. So this is showing you where we have access to this from. It's from Business Source Premier. You'll want to pay attention to the dates. This is from 1922 to the present. So pretty good access for this one. Some of these will have more than one access point, so we might subscribe to this journal through more than one database. And you'll want to pay attention to the dates because each of the databases have different access dates. Some of them might be earlier years, some might be more recent. So it just depends on the particular database. So you'll want to take a look at it at the dates to be sure what you're looking for, that you click on the right link. Okay, next is our databases A to Z list. So these are the individual databases that you can search. A lot of these are searchable through the Discovery Search service, but you can also search them separately. Some of these do have specific advanced search capabilities. So for business, they might have business specific. Nursing students might have nursing specific advanced search features. So that might be a reason why you would want to search these separately. And also the specific database that you're looking for might not be searchable through Discovery Search. It does search a good amount of them, but not every single one. So you can limit to just see the databases in your subject area. So let's say you're in organizational leadership, you can see the databases that we recommend for organizational leadership. The ones at the top are going to be the ones that you will most likely be using for this topic. So best bets, and then we also include additional databases down here at the bottom. And we do separate by database type. So if you're looking just for dissertations or ebooks, newspapers, you can go directly to these types of databases. Okay, so next here is our library catalog. So right now you are still able to request physical books from our library. These are sent to your home address, and we do include return packaging. So when you are finished using the book, make sure to pay attention to the return date. We do factor in mailing time. So you just stick it back in the envelope and send it back to us. Does someone have a question?
Well, I don't have a question, but I do want to say something. I'm sorry for being a little late. Apparently, I got the wrong link, and so does one of the other people, so they sent in a different link to come here.
Thanks, James. I'm sorry about that. I was speaking with the other academic coach in our direct messaging platform. There's a little bit of a mix-up in the room. So thanks for being here now, James. And for those of you that were in the other room, we apologize. We are recording this, so we'll send you the recording for the few minutes that you missed in the beginning.
That's good.
Thanks.
Okay, so now I will show an example of searching for the catalog. So let's say I am searching on the topic of educational leadership. So these are the books that we do have available. So if you just click on one of these books, you can get an idea of what it's about. Some of them have chapter titles. It'll show the subject, might have a really small abstract in here. But if you think this is something that you would like to check out, check over here on status to make sure it says it's available. If it says it's available, that means that it should be on the shelf. If you see a date here, that means that it's currently checked out. But if you do want to check out this book, you would go up here to the top and click on place a hold. You would then sign in with your name, your UMass Global ID number. If you haven't checked out a book before and you don't have a PIN, you just leave this blank and click on submit. You would then be requested to create a PIN. And you can send in your request. After you send in your request for a physical book, you will receive an email from our library requesting confirmation of your home address. Please respond to this email. If you don't respond to the email within a certain number of days, then they will cancel your request. We do need to make sure that we are sending the book to the right place. So just let us know we have the correct address, and then we can go ahead and ship that off to you. Okay, if you have any questions about borrowing materials, you can look at this guide right here. It has information on Interlibrary Loan, requesting renewals, materials, Also, we do include dates here of, we have specific limits or a specific date by which you can request physical materials because it does take a couple of weeks. So the last couple of weeks we aren't able to ship out materials, so you'll want to plan ahead. And also for the end of the term, for articles, a couple days before the end of the term, we wouldn't process those. So just keep an eye on the dates. When it gets closer to the end of the term, you will see the dates at the top right here of when you can make requests. We do have a research guide right here, UMass Global Library and Research Guide. So this does have step-by-step information of how to use the library, and each section does have a corresponding video. So how to borrow items, how to find articles, how to find books. All of that is included in this guide with visuals and also videos. So if you're ever working after hours and you're not able to contact a librarian and you need a quick refresh, you can go to this page and you should be able to get an overview of how to search the library or how to find articles or books. We also have specific subject guides. So these are for specific subjects or specific classes. I'll show you one for business. So these are the databases that we recommend for using for business, some of our business journals. Each one of these is different. This one shows how to find ebooks, how to find industry information, company information. So it really depends on the topic, what is included in each guide, but we do have them for a number of subjects. We also have a repository of how-to videos. So if you just click on the bottom tab, alphabetical list, this shows all of the videos that we have created for UMass Global students. So they're on different topics. We have APA citation style, open access, how to refine your search results, specific databases such as PubMed. So you can take a look at what we have to see if there's something new that you can learn within here. Any questions before I show an example search? No? Okay, so I'm going to go to right here where it says Searching Discovery Service, and you'll click on this first advanced search link. There are more than one advanced search, so make sure you click on the top link. Once you click on here, it will prompt you for your username and password. So that will be your full UMass Global email address and the same password you use to log into Blackboard. Once you are on this page, you'll know that you are signed into the library website. So from here on, you'll have access to all of the databases that we subscribe to. This first page does have different advanced search options. If you're looking only for full text articles, you can select this checkbox. Although we don't usually suggest that you select the full text box, just because you wouldn't have access to some of the articles that we can get for you through Interlibrary Loan. We also have a checkbox for scholarly peer-reviewed journals. So if this is a requirement of the assignment, you can check this box. Also publication date, you can enter a year. You don't need to enter a month unless you're looking for something very specific. If you're looking for an article within a specific journal, you can use this one, or if there's a title of an article that you're looking for. But when you're first starting your research, I suggest not using any of these advanced search features until you get your keywords down. Once you get your initial results, you'll still have the opportunity to apply these advanced search features. So I'm just going to do a simple search right now, and I will type in business administration. You can see down here, it's giving suggestions of what you can include. So these are popular terms that are used often. Data analysis. And if you type in the word or, you'll see some synonyms that you can use in your key terms. So if you're not getting a lot of results in your keywords might be too narrow, type in or and you'll get some options of what you can use. And if you search for all three of these at once, it'll expand your options. So you'll get results for either data analysis or data analytics. So you can get more articles. But for now, I'm just going to search business administration and data analysis, and I'll go ahead and click on search. Okay, so this is my initial search results. You can see there's over 2 million, so we will need to narrow this down. But the first thing that I do look for is to see if the keywords that I typed in, if these are included under subjects. So that means that the subjects are what the main topic of the articles are about. So just take a look at these, and they should be in bold, so you don't have to look through all of the subjects that are listed. But scrolling through here, I do see that both business administration and data analysis are both known subjects for this database. So what I'm going to do is go to select a field and select subject terms. And I will do for this one as well. So this is a good idea if you have a lot of results. If you don't have too many results, you might not want to limit each one to a subject. Maybe just limit your main search topic to subject and the rest just leave blank to select a field. Another thing I'm going to do is to put each of these in quotations. And that is because right now I'm searching both the terms business and administration, but not necessarily business administration as a phrase. And I want to search it as a phrase because that is my topic. So I'm going to put both of these terms into quotations and click on the search button again. Okay, so now you can see I went down to a reasonable number and 520 results, but I can still limit a little bit more. So right here on the left side under refine results, this is where you're going to see those advanced search features. So the first thing that I'm looking at is the publication date, and it shows that these articles go back to 1913. So if I want something that's more recent, I would enter that here. So let's say I want to go back the past 10 years. You can see these articles go up to 2021. So I'll go ahead and enter 2011. Just hit enter. Okay, so you can see it went down a couple hundred. Okay, so now what I want to do is if I'm looking for peer-reviewed articles, I'm going to go ahead and select this checkbox. And then if you go down to source types, it shows that there's academic journals, reports, theses, electronic resources. So even though I did select scholarly peer-reviewed journals, that doesn't necessarily mean that everything in here is an article in an academic journal. So I'm also going to select this checkbox for academic journals. So now my results should only include peer-reviewed articles which are printed in academic journals. Okay, so another thing you can look at over here on the left side is the subject. You can click on show more. So these are going to be additional subjects that are within your search results. So you can see higher education and business administrations at the top, but there's additional ones here if you're looking just for case studies, articles on computer software. On the right side, these are the number of articles on these subjects that are within your search results. And you can select one or you can select more than one and then hit update in order to further refine your results. Another thing you can look at is the publication. So these are going to be the journals or the newspapers, what these articles are published in. So if you're looking for something on Journal of Learning Analytics, then you can select that one to only view the articles that are in this specific journal. Now, when you're looking to view the articles, you'll look for the links down here at the bottom. If you're within the article record itself, it'll be on the left side right here. This will show you the abstract, the subject headings, what journal it comes from. So anything you need for citation should be in this article record, and also the link to the article. But if you're just browsing and you want to see the article right away, you can click on full text. So this shows that we have this article available from the ERIC database. And this should take you directly to the article. So for this one, it shows the abstract, but on the right side, there is a link to download full text. So you would click on that to see the PDF version of this article. So if I scroll down a little bit more, here's another one, full text from Sage Journals Online. This is another database that we subscribe to. PDF full text, this one is within this database. So if you click on it, it'll just go directly to the article within here. It won't take you to a separate page. And then this one right here, full text finder. This one requires an extra step. So this will tell you if we subscribed to any databases that have this article. So sometimes there will be more than one. You might, you can just choose one, or if for some reason it doesn't go directly to the article, just try a different link. This one shows that it's available from Social Sciences Premium. And this one does go directly to the article. So, and it looks like it does have an option to download or to print, and up here as well, download PDF. Okay, so this one, I'm not seeing any links underneath, so I can go ahead and click on it. Now, if you see one without a link right here on the left side, you'll want to see if you see any type of URL in this article record, because it might take you to the article. It might or it might not, but if you see a link, I just suggest clicking on it, taking a look to see if it's available. So this one, it takes me to an abstract introduction. So this one does take me to the full text of the article. Not all of them, not all of these records will have a link, and not all of the links will take you directly to the article. So if you don't have access to an article through here, you can still request it through Interlibrary Loan. So this is a service that we provide free of charge. So on the right side right here, there's a link for Interlibrary Loan. And you would go down here to log on to request an Interlibrary Loan. And you would select University of Massachusetts Global. And on the right side, you would click on Create Request. And you would need to fill in all of this information. So title, date, issue number, volume number, page number is very important so that we know which article we are requesting. Title, author, and you will need to put a needed before date. It does usually take maybe between 2 to 5 business days, but you do not want to put the date. So let's say you're making a request today, don't put your needed before date as today's date. And I would also suggest not putting the next day. Gives us a couple days to process. We do need to wait for the institutions that have the article to respond and to be able to send that to you. You would receive an email with a link, and the link, you would have access to the article for 30 days. If you need the article for longer than 30 days, I suggest just downloading a PDF onto your computer so that you have access to it later and you don't have to make an additional request. And you can use Interlibrary Loan for physical books as well. If you're searching Discovery and you see a book that you would like to check out, but we don't own it, you can make a request as well. But books do take longer. They take maybe 3 to 4 weeks. So that one does require planning because we do need plenty of time before the end of the term in order for you to return it back to us so that we can return it back to the lending institution. Any questions so far? Okay, I'll go ahead and show you a feature that we have in here that you might use if you're having, say, a big project or if you have a lot of articles that you need to save. So since this is an EBSCO database, we have access to EBSCO folders. So while you're searching through articles, let's say there's a few that you want to read, you can just select this blue folder to add these to your folder. So up here, you can click where it says folder. So here's the 3 articles. Right now, these are in a temporary folder. So if I X out of here, if I sign out of the library, these will not be here when I get back. You can see up here to store these items in the folder for a future session, sign into my EBSCO. So if you want to save these articles, that's what you will need to do. So this is separate from your library account. So if you haven't created an EBSCO folder before, you will need to sign up for it. I do suggest signing into EBSCO at least, or signing into EBSCO folders at least once per term. After about a year, they do delete your account. That has happened to me once before. I don't know if it's between 6 months or a year, but just make sure you sign in just once per term to make sure that it isn't deleted. So you can see right here, it says my folder, and up here you should see your name showing that it's your folder. Now these are saved. So if I come back later, these articles will still be there. You can also see on the left side, I have a number of custom folders. So if you have different classes or different projects, you can save your articles within different folders. So what you would do is click on New, and you can create a new folder. You can name it, I'll name it MyMath, and click on Save. So you can see now the MyMath folder is here on the left side, but I don't have anything in it yet. So if I want to put these 3 articles in that folder, I can just select all 3, go to Move To. If you have a lot of folders already, you'll want to scroll all the way down to the bottom to see the newest one. So I just selected the MyMath folder. These articles have disappeared from my general folder, but that is because they are now under MyMath. You can see articles 3. So you just select articles. And these are the ones that I have placed in this folder. You can also save your searches in this folder. So if you have a complicated search, let's say you're using all 3 search boxes, you have data analytics or and a lot of synonyms, and you don't know if you're going to remember this search, you can save it. So what you would do is go to Search History, and you'll find the search that you want to save. So it's this top one right here. I'll go ahead and select it and then go up here and click on Save Searches. And then you can name this. So I'll name this one MyPath also. Does someone have a question?
No, I'm okay. Please continue.
Okay, if you don't have a question, can I have you guys just mute yourselves? Thank you. So this one is called MyPath, and I'll go ahead and click on Save. And this page just shows all of the databases that were searched within the Discover search, which this is why we recommend searching this one first, because it does search a number of databases at one time. So I'll just go ahead and click on Continue. And now this search that I named MyPath is in my folder. I can also save this in the MyPath folder that I created. So I can just click on here. And now it's here's MyPath, and here's Articles 3, Save Searches 1. So I can click on it and I would just retrieve my saved search. Now the good thing about this, you can just rerun it, is every time it reruns the search, it runs it new. So if any articles have been published from the last time that you searched, they will show up in here. So this number might increase if you check, say, a month from now or several weeks from now. You may have more articles available here if you have a big project you're working on. Any questions about EBSCO folders or saving your searches? Okay, so I'm just going to go back here and show you where you can go for help. So my contact information is at the bottom of this page. If you have questions about getting started on your research, if you need keyword help, if you want to make an appointment to go over how to use the library, again, or if there's a specific database you want to learn how to use, you can contact me. Also, if you need assistance during the weekend, we do have a reference desk available Saturday and Sunday from 12 to 5. It's also available during the week. So you can contact them, and it is serviced by librarians who are able to help you. You can also click on this link for reference desk. So this one will have a link to the hours, so you can see what hours the reference desk is open. Also, if there's a holiday, if it's going to be closed, you'll be able to see that on this page. 714 number as well as 1-800 number on the previous page. The quick reference form, this is an email form. So just put as much information as you can. Be sure to always use your UMass Global email address when using this form, and also when contacting anyone from the library. So that way we can immediately recognize you as a student, and we can provide the correct assistance for UMass Global resources. Also, during open library hours, we do have a chat feature. So you would type in your name, start chat, and then you can type in your question. So you can type, or you can chat live with the librarian. And we do have the direct email address as well. So you can either send the reference desk an email, or you can fill out the form. They both go to the same place. That is all that I have for you today. Does anyone have any questions about anything that I've gone over, or anything that I haven't gone over that maybe you would like to learn about?
Don't be
Great
shy.
presentation, Margaret.
Yes, thank you. No questions. Okay, well, I do encourage you to contact me if you have any questions, and feel free to make an appointment. If you do want to make an appointment with me, just let me know some days and times that you are available to meet, and I can send you a link to a Zoom meeting.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Margaret. We sincerely appreciate your time.
All right, thank you. Have a good evening.
You too. For all the MyPath students, you can stick around if you have any questions for myself or Waylon. Waylon's here with us too as an academic coach.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording here.